My name is Julia Rankin, and I am a Luther House alumni. Eric, I have struggled writing this script for months now, partly because it feels so final, partly because I have scrapped so many paragraphs because they don't feel whole enough. I don't have enough language to describe you and your impact on me. And finally, because I can't do this without tearing up. To others besides Eric, who might be seeing this, our relationship goes beyond Luther House. 3 years ago, Eric checked on my flight out of Maui, where I spent the summer working for NOAA, making sure that my delays were only for personnel issues and not mechanics. A year ago, he was one of the only people I texted at a Taylor Swift concert, telling him that yes, Lizzo was better, and asking how low planes could actually fly safely over Lumen Field. I got a response back within 5 minutes. After telling Eric of my plans to go to seminary for my Master's of Arts a few months ago, he sent me a letter of recommendation without prompting. He wrote, "Julia's ability to strip away everything else and ask the most basic questions about God and flesh is a whirlwind of philosophical discovery and direct challenge of understanding God and humanity both." When I think about Julia as a future Lutheran leader, I rest assured that if it's in God's hands and if we are able to flow with the challenges and even flourish, it will be people like Julia navigating change with a gentle and persistent love. Eric, you've told me that I have changed your relationship to faith. But I don't think you know that you are the reason that I still have mine. You were one of the first adults who truly listened to me. I've never been fully beheld before by someone, especially by folks connected to the Lutheran faith. You are the perfect example of someone who listens and supports students, letting us tell you what we need and want, and when we don't have the words for ourselves, you sit with us in thought until we do. This is exactly how I came up with the theme or idea of the God of Sunday School. It was through our conversations. You helped center myself and Luther House on this idea, which led us to the incredible staff and community that is now blossoming there. Eric, you are steadfast, and with you in my community, I have never questioned if I was enough, and I knew I always had a seat at the table because you had set my place and filled my cup. All I had to do was show up. You were the first adult to push me theologically and spiritually, and to have real, deep, and vulnerable conversations with me as a college student. You have told me multiple times that you have wished that Annie and Sadie had a friend like me at their colleges. Well, I wish all campus ministry students could have a mentor, supporter, and friend like you in theirs. It has been one of the greatest honors of my life to have been a Luther House student with you on our board, and more than that, it has been an honor to have you as part of my life and community now and into the future. Thank you so much.
Hey Gary, I wanted to thank you for all the work that you've done for Luther House. We've really appreciated the time and energy that you've put in to help make it the place that it is today. We're gonna miss you big time. Love you lots. Catch you later. Bye-bye.
Joy, I am so grateful for you. And I'm grateful that you said yes to Pastor Jim Norley when he invited you to be on the board the first time, which was probably over 20 years ago. And thank you for saying yes then. And thank you for saying yes again and again and again to serving on the board and filling in for the hospitality position. I'm finding somebody for that hospitality position and persisting with listening seasons and conversations, envisioning for what Luther House is still becoming. You hold the memory of Luther House longer than any pastor or any student or any board member, and you hold the stories around the table, and those are sacred stories. I also see that you live this ministry with young adults in your own life, and it is a tender and fragile and holy calling. And I see the ways that you set the table and create a home where your children and your children's children and their friends and loved ones know that they are loved and that they belong, and that they know that they are part of this great circle of saints, here and now, and in all that is to come in this great journey of faith. You feed people, which is such an important part of any ministry, but especially young adult ministry. And you open your home and gather community in that radical hospitality of Christ. And that is the heart of Luther House. You live it, and I am grateful. Thank you for all your years at Luther House. Peace.